Welcome back to the Fall Major Expert Division opening round, hole number 4, option number 2. This is a wind 5 ball option. It's a sniper bounce up shot. We're starting with a P4 ball, and then you can switch to any P0, 1, or 2. Side spin 1 plus and a wind 5 ball. Sniper 9 plus. The base adjustment for this shot is 1-to-1 plus 0.2. And then there are some wind angle tweaks that will need to be made. The spin set is 2.2 backspin and 1 right spin. So I'm actually starting with a 4-1-5 ball here. You can't see the swap because of the replay. But I am starting with an open ball, which is 4-1-5, and then switching to any P0, 1, or 2 wind 5 ball. So you see that is the 2.2 backspin, 1 right spin. I just wanted to show you what that looks like. So it's important that you add the same amount of backspin each time, because if you have, more or less backspin, then it changes how the shot comes into the hole. So when you practice this, make sure that you're paying close attention to how much backspin you put on. If you can, count your clicks. Should be 3 clicks past the line. And trying to get that the same way every time. And then if you need to, you can tweak your left or right offset if you're missing the shot for some reason. It requires a very straight pull and a very specific spin set, and with spin added at P4 min, what we want to have is the tip of the ball guide touching the line, 1 line left of the pin. So just like this, it might be a little hard to see, but that line right there, I got the tip of my ball guide is just touching it. Now, the further I zoom in, the harder it is to see the line, right? Everything just kind of blurs together. But hopefully you can see that we're just touching that line right there with the tip of our ball guide. You don't want to be over to the right, and you don't want to be off of it to the left. You want to make sure that you're touching that line. Then after I get my setup at P4 min with my ball guide touching the line, then switch balls. Like I said, anything P0 through P2, wind 5. And you want to pull this one as straight as possible. Our wind angles, you can see where my center line is here now, right? And we're getting wind angles all the way over to here. So between here and here are all my wind angles that I've seen so far. But for wind angle tweak purposes, what we're doing is we're using where this rock meets this rock at the bottom. I'm sorry, at the top. That is our 1 line. So about right there. That's a little crooked, but. And then just inside the rock here. So basically, this here is our neutral angle in the middle. Tailwind is to the right. Crosswind is to the left. If you have the tailwind angle, you need to add 0.2 to the adjustment. If you have the neutral angle and low winds below 5.4 and lower, then there's no change. If your wind is 5.5 to 6.3 in the neutral angle, you'll need to add 0.2 to the adjustment. If you have the crosswind angle and you have low winds 5.4 or lower, you need to add 0.1 to the adjustment. If you have high winds 5.5 or higher, then you don't add anything, you just play one click of overpower. So it's not terribly complicated, the tweaks, but this is a finicky shot. I do feel like this wind 5 option gives you the best opportunity at a drop, but I do also recommend that you practice this a few times. See what it's doing for you. If you keep missing it left, then shift your starting position right a touch. If you keep missing it right, shift left a touch. Until you can get it to drop consistently. If you can pull consistently the same way, very close to straight, then, once you figure out the offset that works for you, you should start to drop this one consistently. The only time I missed it is when I, didn't hit perfect or I screwed up my pull for some reason. So it's a pretty good shot. It still is a tough drop, but a good opportunity here using a wind 5 ball on hole number 4. No overpower unless you have the crosswind angle, and when you get the crosswind angle, you only need one click of overpower, and that is only in high winds. So beyond that, practice it a couple of times, see how it's coming in for you, make the appropriate adjustments that you need, and then you should be hopefully dropping this one for the hole-in-one on hole number 4. Good luck. Hope you get the drop, and we'll catch you on the next one.